What a thrilling Monday night it was in the NFL. The Baltimore Ravens took on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in a game that started with Tampa jumping to an early 10-0 lead, but ended in a resounding 41-31 victory for the Ravens. This game was Lamar Jackson's show, as he delivered one of the best performances of the season, tossing 5 touchdown passes and completing 17 of 22 passes for 281 yards. If anyone had doubts about his MVP candidacy, Jackson silenced them with this dazzling display, where he led the Ravens to 34 unanswered points, turning the tide after a shaky start. It wasn't just the aerial attack that made headlines. The Ravens also displayed their ground dominance, racking up 244 rushing yards. Derrick Henry was an absolute force, racking up 169 yards on just 15 carries, including an 81-yard sprint that set up yet another Jackson touchdown. Baltimore's offense was a machine, operating at an incredible 9.4 yards per play, and even after pulling their starters late in the game, they remained in full control. On the other side, the Buccaneers were in for a rough night. While quarterback Baker Mayfield started strong, completing 8 of his first 9 passes, his rhythm was broken after 2 critical interceptions in the first half, which led to 10 points for Baltimore. As if that weren't enough, Tampa Bay also suffered significant losses on the injury front. Star wide receiver Mike Evans aggravated a hamstring injury early on, leaving the game and failing to return. Later, Chris Godwin was carted off with an ankle injury late in the fourth quarter, leaving the Buccans in a dire position offensively. Without their top 2 targets, Tampa's offense struggled, and it became clear how essential both Evans and Godwin are to their success. The Ravens' defense also had its moments, with Marlon Humphrey picking off Mayfield twice, though his night ended prematurely due to a knee injury on his second interception. Baltimore's defense tightened up after an initial 10-point deficit, limiting Tampa's opportunities and sealing the game by controlling the tempo. Meanwhile, the Arizona Cardinals faced off against the Los Angeles Chargers, pulling off a 17-15 victory in a gritty, hard-fought battle. Arizona leaned heavily on Kyler Murray and James Conner, with Conner racking up 101 rushing yards and making key plays in the passing game as well. Murray, after struggling early, found his stride when it mattered most, scrambling for a critical 44-yard touchdown run and leading the Cardinals to a last-minute game-winning field goal. In contrast, the Chargers struggled with execution. Justin Herbert, despite throwing for 349 yards, couldn't find the end zone, as dropped passes and miscues stifled their chances. The Chargers' defense, known for its physicality, allowed too many big plays, particularly during crucial moments in the fourth quarter. Both games provided clear takeaways. The Ravens are emerging as a top contender in the AFC, riding high on Jackson's MVP-caliber season, while the Buccaneers face an uphill battle in the NFC South, especially with injuries to key players. On the West Coast, the Cardinals showed grit, but the Chargers' inability to finish drives remains a lingering issue. Stay subscribed for more videos.